Hello and welcome to another edition of In the Box Seats. It's XXXX Allstars Eve. Ella's joining us as per normal, and special guest this week is Laurie Daley. Great to have you here, Loz.
Mitch, Ella, how are you?
Hello, thanks for coming on.
No, we're looking forward to it. Hopefully there's not too many tough questions. I might be here in enemy territory. I'm just wondering what the surprises may be. But
hey, you'd be used to it. Game one this year, Suncorp Stadium. It's pretty much the exact same thing being here on the Gold Coast for XXXX Allstars Raceday.
So a big sort of, I know the series didn't end up going your way, but that game one, was there a big sort of fork to the crowd moment when you're able to topple Queensland on home soil?
Not so much to the crowd, but I mean it's always great to win out of the Origin game, you know. And you know, given that we won game one, we had high expectations for the series, but it didn't pan out the way we wanted it to. So that was frustrating and disappointing for a lot of people. You know, in particular the supporters and everyone that gets behind New South Wales, but. You know, you can't look backwards. You just got to learn from what happened and move forward. And that's the exciting thing about the Origin campaigns is that they're really close, contested games. There's not much between the two teams. You need a bit of luck, and you need to ride that luck when you get it. But for us, it's just a matter of making sure we plan really well and wait till the sides are announced and try and reclaim the shield that we lost.
They obviously say the big tagline, state against state, mate against mate. These people on the other side, they are your mates. You know, the players, they play together during the year, and then they obviously have to go into camp and be enemies as such. So how do you find it when it all wraps up and they finish it and they go back? It's like, how do your opponents becoming friends again and shaking hands at the end of the game and remembering that it is just a game and we can all move forward into the next season?
I think rugby league players have got a great way of handling it. They know that when they're coming into an Origin camp, they know and recognise who they're playing for. It's not about playing for whatever team they're playing in the NRL, and it's not about your teammate you're coming up against each other. It's more about the group that we've got are now brothers, and the group we've got are representing our state, and we need to wear the jersey proudly. And you know, both states do that obviously very well. And because they know each other well and they've played with each other before, whether at clubland or other representative teams, it's easy at the end of the series to just go back to normal. But there's always that little bit of feeling when you go back to clubland during the series, and there's not so much tension, but there's always a little bit of takes a bit of time to sort of get back into the swing of things.
Wash it off the back.
Yeah. I always found that when I was playing for Canberra, because we were sort of split. We'd had a number of Queenslanders and we'd have a number of blokes playing for New South Wales. But, you know, that first couple of days coming back, because you know that one team's going to be flat and one team will be high from the win. And when you've lost, you don't bounce back into your club football. It takes you a couple of days to get back up to ready to play a game. So there's always that feeling between each other during the season, but once the series is over, it's back to normal.
So how are you going to feel sitting on the panel with the likes of Alfie Langer and Josh Hannay on Saturday at the Allstars Raceday?
You are a bit one out.
I've done it the last couple of years. It's a wonderful day, first and foremost. To see 600-700 people in that event centre. And then I'm lucky enough that, I've got a great relationship with Alf. I've played with Alf and, one of the great fellas of rugby league. And Josh always just strikes me as a gentleman, someone that is a very good coach and someone that is easy to be able to communicate with. So, looking forward to being on the panel, looking forward to telling some stories and looking forward to copping plenty of, not so much abuse, but plenty of reminders about how the State of Origin series went.
Obviously, this you've done a few All-Stars now, but this will be the first one as New South Wales head coach.
Yes, it will be,
You were I remember last year, I think it was the speculations were running and you were I think people were asking you the questions.
I think I've got a gut feeling.
You had a very good PC answer.
You were on the cusp of being announced around this time last year.
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I think it sort of
You gave nothing away.
Broke around this time.
Yeah, you gave nothing away to the people in the room, but
We were
you're all
at Seascape,
speculating.
actually. I don't know whether we should tell the story, but we were at Seascape and your phone was off the hook.
Yeah,
because there was some murmurs on
it was
Daily
off,
Telegraph or something.
It just kept ringing. And just wanting to.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, geez, what's happened here?
The news had broke.
How is things looking for 2020? When's the process start for you?
Oh, it's already started.
Yep.
So just in the process of locking a lot of things in. We've got a player camp on the 31st of January.
Yep.
So we'll announce those players who'll be coming to that camp, possibly in the next week or two. And then, it never stops. You probably had, probably after the Origin series, it took me probably 6 weeks to sort of clear my mind and make sure that I was re-energised and refocused. And then, you go through what you think worked, what you think didn't work, and try and sort of rectify the issues that you've identified that didn't work and try and be better at that. And then sort of look internally at yourself and make sure that you've got everything right. And know how to move forward, because I think we're all disappointed, there's no doubting that, but you can't say disappointed for too long. You've got to be able to wipe it and just focus on going forward rather than looking backwards. So
I think that's amazing insight that the Origin road starts as far back as January. Like, it's a 6-week period in May, June, July.
Yeah, so I reckon we started to get into the detail of reviews probably a week or two after. So we have a guy conduct reviews with the players, just asking just questions about the camps, about the games, getting all that feedback. Then you compile it all. Then we as a staff, management staff, have gone through that. We collate all the information. Put something together from the feedback, what we need to do going forward. Then, management are in constant contact about, how do we improve? What do we need to do to lock away now? What does our staff look like for next year? How are these camps going to run in January? Who's going to be in those camps? So it doesn't just sort of stop. It stops for a few weeks, but then you're starting to do a little bit, and then you pick it up, and it's more than what you think.
And Josh was saying that the camps are completely different to how they were when you were playing. Like, now a lot of data analytics, reviews, video sessions. And now the structure. Well, were you part of the Robbie Kearns infamous horse incident?
I was, I was.
Can you actually tell us what happened, that story?
Yeah, well, I was near where Robbie and Bradley fell off.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was horrible because Bradley injured his shoulder and was in a lot of pain, and Kearnsy was knocked out.
Yeah.
And he had blood coming out of his ear. And I think what happened was, not a lot of guys had ridden horses before. We were up in the Blue Mountains, and I think it was Terry Hill, took off on a horse, and it just sort of scared the ones that those guys were on, and they sort of bucked and jumped, and they came off and hit their heads. So they were quite lucky, very lucky. But neither of those players, I don't think Bradley played another Origin game. I'm unsure of whether Kearnsy did, but certainly they didn't play another Origin in that campaign.
So what was just meant to be a standard pony trail?
It was just meant to be a sort of a little bonding session, just go out and ride some horses on a trail, but it turned into disaster. Yeah.
Well, no doubt there are plenty of stories like that one, which you have to buy tickets to the XXXX Allstars Raceday tomorrow, and so you can head to gctc.com.au to hear plenty more from Loz, plenty more from the panel.
We won't. We'll save it for tomorrow. But you've got a doozy. Was it that bus trip? Was it Kenny Nagus who got injured on a bus?
Yes, he did. Yeah,
bus
after
trip.
a pre-season trial. We played in Albury. And we had a bus trip from Albury back to Canberra. And it was the good old days where you'd load the bus up and have a few beers. But not only did we have a few beers, we decided to do a pub crawl back to Canberra, and it ended in disaster. But anyway, I can tell that story to you.
Yes. We're looking forward to hearing plenty more like that.
Loz's Multi's become a cult following
Yeah.
on Big Sports Breakfast. You've
Not
gone,
much great success.
you've gone down the path of analytics and algorithms.
Ah, yes. Yeah. I sit in a room for 4 hours, and just throw all the data into it. But one thing I've learned about racing, you got to trust your eyes.
Yeah.
You copped a lot of stick there for a good 6 to 12 month period, but you're bouncing back.
Yeah, I think you could say getting there slowly.
Yep.
I think I've won 2 this year.
Yep.
But that's.
I know what that's
2 out of
like
4.
here on the show. We give tips, and I think I might be the weakest link here on the show, but I keep coming back, and that's what matters.
Well,
you keep trying.
That's exactly right. Not everyone picks a winner.
Yep.
Every time.
you
Exactly,
know?
gamble
Yeah,
responsibly.
that's
There
it.
there was a good one with Via Sistina, I think, first up, that everyone potted her, or there was a...
Yes, they were all saying that Via Sistina was set for the Cox
Yep,
Plate.
yep.
Why would she be ready to go
Yep.
at this date? So I defied the odds
Yep.
that day. I defied the odds.
Defied the odds.
Still remembers the 2 that he did get nice and vividly, does Loz. Let's find a winner for tomorrow.
Let's do it. I've gone Spirit of Brody, race 3, number 4, Adam Campton, Bella Youngbury on board. Bella's been doing great here at the coast, so
Yep.
I'm going to stick with her. And Spirit of Brody has some good form here on the poly as well.
Loz?
I'm going to go spectacular.
Yep.
Spectacular. Race 3, so we're going
Race
against
3,
There we
is
go.
it?
We'll
Yes,
have a
we
bottle
are.
of red on that one.
Yes.
Last race, Mars Epic will be a price here. It got beaten 15 lengths in a trial recently, but I think it was a really quiet trial. So Renita Beaton's going pretty well with the stables. So Mars Epic in the last. It's a very open race.
How are your tips going, by the way, Mitch?
Yeah, Mitch is
Have a
multi.
crack at me.
And
How are
that's-
you going to go?
And that's the end of the show. Thanks, Loz. Thanks for joining us. The boss has just walked in, so it's a bad time for that. Enjoy the day tomorrow, more importantly.
No, we will. Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
Loz.
guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Laurie.
you very
Thanks for
much,
coming
Laurie.
on.
Laurie
Appreciate
Daley,
it.
part of In the Box Seat this week, and of course, part of the big day tomorrow, 4X Allstars Day. Get your last minute tickets as we put this show to air by this afternoon, and we'll see you all trackside.